Campaign manager from Trump Tower. And Kellyanne, good morning to you. You're listening to Christian here in John Roberts.
Morning, Bill.
You probably have 15 million Americans who have voted already. What's the state of the race, Kellyanne, from Trump Tower?
Well, we're very happy, Bill, with what we see in these early returns. The RNC does a great job every day of updating us on the absentee ballot returns and the requests. We look at states like Florida, Ohio, Iowa, and North Carolina, which really form our core four that we would add to win this race, and we're very happy with what we see in these early returns, specifically as compared to 2012. I mean, that's really our benchmark. But the RNC has done a great job since 2012 in ratcheting up its own data operation, its own field staff, and we've been benefiting from that, anchoring it to what we're doing here at the campaign. I would say one thing about the polls, though.
Could I ask you this, though, Kellyanne?
Yeah,
and I'm trying to cut through the spin on both sides, by the way, and I'm not suggesting this is spin, but there's a story today that suggests from the New York Times that Trump has stopped putting money into his own campaign. Is that true, and will that change?
That is not true, and he will continue to make investments into his campaign, including in these last 11 days. He has said publicly many times he's in for $100 million, and he is, happy to invest in his campaign. But I also want to say, I want to remind everybody that we'll never have the money Hillary Clinton has, and we'll never have the personnel she has, but we don't need it, frankly. She's outspending us 7-1 on TV, and for what? For the Washington Post ABC poll to go from -12, +12 for Hillary Clinton on Sunday within 4 or 5 days, +4 for us. The trend lines are going in our favor. I think they have to put the champagne back on the shelf over there at Clinton headquarters. Every time the media bet against Donald Trump, they get surprised yet again that the voters are having it a different way. The other thing I would just point out to you, Bill, in terms of the undecided voters in the Fox poll that was released, in the Fox News poll, the undecided voters at 7% are really our voters. 10% of them are white men and women without a college degree, 13% independents, 9% rural voters. Why is that important? It's important because they've all decided not to vote for Hillary Clinton. And now in these closing arguments, Donald Trump will bring them home as he's bringing these other voters
Back to the question. Is he going to write a check today?
He may. We'll see what happens today.
Okay.
And I can tell you that he's very excited about these tightening polls.
I got it. I want to get through a lot of stuff before the commercial break hits here. You follow the map today, right? She's in Iowa, he's in New Hampshire, then Maine, then Iowa later tonight. He goes to Colorado on Saturday and then Arizona on Saturday. Why is it necessary to go to Arizona this late?
Well, we haven't been to Arizona for a while, and we're making a stop there while we're in the West, and we know we're going to hold Arizona. We've got a great team there on the ground. And I guess the question for Hillary Clinton is, why is Bill Clinton in Pennsylvania for 3 stops today, and why will she and Tim Kaine be in Pennsylvania for 2 stops on Monday? This safe, reliable Pennsylvania that's always a pipe dream for Republicans. I would ask both Clintons and Tim Kaine why they're going to Pennsylvania, especially after they snookered so many in the media to write these ridiculous stories that they're competing in Texas, they're going to win Georgia, going to win Arizona. She's going to compete in Texas, and what did that mean? It meant they spent $100,000 there as a marker. A decently run Senate campaign in Texas costs upwards of $60–70 million. So I would ask the Clinton campaign, too, if you're not worried about a state like Pennsylvania, what in the world were you doing there last weekend, and why in the world are you there this weekend? 2
quick questions. You just heard the question I posed to Steyerwalt. If it is true that Republican insiders believe that voters will not admit they're voting for Trump, why is that?
So the undercover Trump voter that I've been talking about under heavy assault for months it's a multidimensional factor here. One is what Chris Steyerwalt was saying before, which is people just don't want to tell other people they're voting for Trump. That's only because they are more traditionally a Democratic voter. Perhaps they voted for Bill Clinton twice or Barack Obama once or twice. And they're just tired of arguing with family, friends, and colleagues about it. But the other undercover Trump voter are it's this nut of people who have decided they will not vote for Hillary Clinton, and they're just trying to get over to Trump. They're really trying to say, you know what, I am part of the 76%, according to the Fox News poll, that wants to take the country in a new and different direction, but can I really vote for somebody who's never been in politics before, who is different, who is an outsider? And that's a little bit more to swallow for voters who... yeah, it's been the argument from the beginning, but listen, there's not a single hidden Hillary voter in the whole country. They're all way out, and they're accounted for. She rarely gets above 46% in any of these statewide polls. That's really the number to look at. Her ceiling is about 46%.
I'm out of time now, but thank you for yours. Kellyanne Conway from Trump Tower today. Thank you.